Hello, this is Susan Zartman. I'm a certified health coach with Optavia. Our company has officially done its rebranding, and Optavia is our name. Optavia means the optimal way. And living the optimal way is just making one healthy habit at a time. And our company's all about not just impacting the scale, but impacting and transforming lives. And it did that for me. I've lost 137 pounds and I've changed from the inside out. And you know what? If I can do it, anybody can do it. We have a simple and easy plan to follow. And our goal is to teach you what healthy eating looks like so that you can do it the rest of your life. This week, we are going to be covering Chapter 18 of Dr. A's Habits of Health. And this one is all about support. I was on the trip last weekend down to our wellness weekend in Dallas. And Holly traveled with me. And most of the time, I ended up traveling by myself. But it was so fun to have someone with me. And, you're hanging out in the airport. You're not alone. And just get to observe life together. And that's the same on our health journeys. You can do a lot of things on your own, but having that extra support, and when one falls down a little bit, the other can help in. And the Bible talks about iron sharpening iron, so we make each other better. And I'm here to kind of help any way I can and love on my clients. And if you're one of them, hey, I'm here and I want to do whatever I can to help you achieve your goals. But anyway, people that use a support system are more likely to succeed in making positive changes and to maintain those changes over time. And if Dr. A could come and look you right in the eye, he would tell you that building a support system is the single most important thing you can do to incorporate and maintain the habits of health. So we've been looking already in the book about the habits of healthy eating, about healthy motion, and also healthy sleep. And all three of those areas are really important. But the thing that kind of holds them all together and gives them that extra strength is support. And there are a lot of areas of support. And these things really make the difference between just thinking about becoming healthier and actually doing it. And, it's easy to know things, but you got to apply them, because just having the knowledge up here isn't enough. But we do need to transform the way we think, because just doing isn't enough either. And so there's a nice balance in there. And you know what? We can help you. If you are willing to learn and you're willing to change, you know what? Your whole life can be different and better. And for the long haul, it's kind of exciting. And basically, it's a lot easier when you have a solid support system and you're willing to ask for help. Are you willing to ask for help? Where do you need help? Where are you at on your journey? What things are a challenge for you? I love to kind of brainstorm those things and come up with some ideas. If you go into whatever situation may be a challenge with the plan, you got a whole lot better chance of succeeding than just kind of getting blindsided or going in and not being sure. And then when they pass that ice cream or that cake or the whatever comes in front of you, you got a plan in mind and you've already kind of made up your mind. I've never had any interest in smoking. I think when I was a kid, I just found that wasn't a very attractive thing to me. And never ever decided I wanted to smoke at all. I never even been tempted by it, but because I made up my mind. So if someone came and, hey, or give you this whole case of cigarettes, I love free stuff. I don't want cigarettes. What would I do with them? So it's not even an issue. And so I think with whatever you make up your mind to do, you can stick to it. And I know with cigarettes, that's an optional thing you can live without smoking. And when it comes to eating, yeah, we all eat. So that does make it harder, but that's why these habits of health are important. Developing these habits so that making those choices becomes second nature. And it's not about can't. You always have the choice. And having an ice cream sundae once in a while is totally fine and not a bad thing. But you know what? If you're weighing 500 pounds and you're trying to lose some weight, that's probably not the best choice for the season you're in. But anyway, it's always a choice, and that's good. And there are plenty of proper nutrition, and proven nutrition will get you where you want to go. And you know what? Your health coach will support you along the way. And I'm your free health coach. So if you're part of our program, you're not paying anything extra for the support side. It's all just kind of part of the comprehensive package that you're getting. And we want you to succeed. So that's why this is built into the system. If you're just using our fuelings alone, you know what? You're not creating lasting change. And it's not going to be sustainable habits. So it's combining all the different areas together that are going to make you succeed. So here's some methods, 3 different ones that help you master the habits of health. Studying. Doesn't that sound like fun? Well, get excited about the new you that's unfolding and get busy learning. And this will include attending training. So when we've got things online, hop on Wednesday night. They've got the support calls. You can at 8 o'clock is the call with the doctors and nurses every week. And if you have a question, you can ask live. And then at 8:30, it's the Habits of Health call. And there are some awesome coaches that do those. There's a different topic every week, and it's so interesting. I've been listening to these things for about 2.5 years, and I learn something every time. And there's different ways, and as you go along, you got different needs and different perspectives on things. And so anyway, I'd encourage you to make sure you get involved in those. And of course, Dr. A's books, these are wonderful. And the things that we're going through, you're not hopping on the calls here live with me, totally fine. I'm learning something. So hey, even if nobody else ever watches these videos, I'm learning something. And you know what? I'm not going back to weighing over 300 pounds. I am making this change for life, and it's pretty exciting. And it's not that I struggle. Even coaches, we're not perfect. You know what? Okay, I eat all kinds of things. I won't tell you what I had last week. Yeah, well, I had some Grater's ice cream. I thought I'd save it until after convention. It's all gone. But anyway, I walked a lot and exercised and actually lost a couple pounds this week. So it's okay. But you know what? You just keep on going and make those good choices. And that's like the first time I've done that in a couple of years. So anyway, it's all good, you guys. You can do this. Dr. A even has a video series. And when you're doing your orders, that's one of the things that you can order online, or you can probably find it in another number of sources. So that'd be something else that you could do. And those weekly calls too on Wednesdays are available as a podcast. So if you can't hop on live, no problem. The Habits of Health calls are also on YouTube, so you can watch them that way, or the downloadable podcast. So I listen to a lot of those in my car. If I can't catch it live, I do that. And then you get the workbook too as well. And then the other thing is doing. And this is where the rubber hits the road, because knowledge will only go so far. And to make lasting change, you actually have to eat the low glycemic foods and not just identify them, and maybe give up that cup of coffee at night because it's keeping you awake and not helping you get that habits of health. And remember, health is not a spectator sport. And then it talks about modeling. And, the people that we hold up as role models can have a profound effect on our lives. Write down the names of the 5 people that are closest to you. They don't necessarily have to live in close vicinity, but people that you are regularly in contact with. Write down where and what they eat. What do they do for fun? How do they sleep? How much do they weigh? And what's their current health look like? Why does he want you to do that? Because the people we're close to and emulate are what we become, particularly if they are the same sex. So that's why surrounding yourself and be a part of a healthy community is so important, and having support systems. And I know sometimes people go, oh, but I don't want to do this, or I don't feel like giving up that. Like I said, it's always a choice. I heard an analogy this weekend. They were talking about poopy diapers. Never thought about that in your health journey, did you? But I mean, if you're a parent or an aunt or somebody who loves kids, if you get a little baby there, who really wants to clean the poopy diaper? It's smelling, it can be nasty, and no, we're not going to choose to do it. But when we look at it and we think about it intrinsically, we're going to know we need to change it, and we will change it. Because we know if we leave it on there, it's just going to get worse, and it's going to cause that cute little one to have some pretty disgusting rashes and be painful and miserable. And we don't want that to happen. And so because you realize the consequences are going to be bad, you will do the actions. And it's kind of the same thing with our healthy choices and what you're choosing to eat, or making the plans to get the healthy sleep, reaching out for support, all those things. So, hey, next time you're going to pick up something that you're not really sure you want to choose, maybe picture it as a poopy diaper. I don't know. That's just me. And So anyway, what kind of support systems? What things are helping you? Some people are really good and self-motivated and kind of like to do on their own, and that's fine. And if you're doing it on your own, you still want to be using Dr. Ray's Habits of Health, then doing the Living a Longer, Healthier Life Companion Guide workbook. And those videos might be helpful. And they're like I said, there's all those videos and things you can do online. But hey, you know what? Really, we just find you really can't get enough help. So we really suggest that you consider exploring other means of support. And you can be part of a group, whether it's a friend, a coworker, family members, or a larger, more organized group. We've got some great social media groups. A lot of us have the secret Facebook groups and coach groups. We've got clients and coaches from around the country. And I know a number of my clients say just how important that has been for their journey. And, they get to post what their victories are, or what their challenges are, or if they have a question, then people get to help each other and applaud each other. And it's just kind of fun to see people that are attempting to be healthy and making healthy choices and then transform their lives and be on this whole journey too. So you're not alone. So all your family and friends, you might get help from your church. Whatever you're around. So think of some of those things. Where are you getting some help from? Who's encouraging you? And like online, and then, hey, your coach, you get this free health coach with your program. Hey, take advantage of this. We long to help you. I want to. You know what? When you ask me questions, I'm learning something new, and it's reinforcing those habits in my life too. So it's mutually beneficial, and I really love helping people, and I get really excited when you're getting good responses. But you know what? These calls aren't for just when things are going well. I want to hear from you when you're struggling and having troubles. If I don't have a good answer, we'll find one out and brainstorm some ideas. And, you may discover it yourself. Maybe I can ask you just that right question. I know I typically for myself don't stop and think, do a whole lot of reflection and introspection. And so having someone else ask me some questions and making me think has been very helpful. And trying to get better at that. So help me along, will you? Let's see what else? What the other things we'd like to do is review your why. Think about, why do you want to be healthy? What is it that you're going to feel like? How do you want to feel? How do you want to look? We had some of those things that we talked about when we first got started in Program and Talk, but those things change over time. So I'd love to kind of explore those with you a little bit more. I don't think most of you have done a well-being evaluation for a while. That would be a really good thing to do, and I can send you a link to do that on my website. It's just answering some different questions in areas of your life, real simple. Marking them 1 to 10 that, hey, yeah, I'm in a good weight, or I'm happy about this or that. I don't know, I can't remember the questions. But anyway, things that we can go back and help us just to kind of get you going there. And what is your goal? Do you have a goal? What do you want to be at in 3 months? How about 6 months from now? A year? Man, you can do an awful lot in any of those time periods, and a lot can change in your life. So don't be afraid to dream. Let's kind of figure out what some of those things are. And by associating with people who are healthy and lean and just at a good place in life, there are things that you can help develop in your life and relationships too. And Dr. Ray talks about his bio network. And in the 1990s, in growing increasingly frustrated, he watched as his patients succumbed to the ravages of less than healthy lifestyles. He began to explore the concept of social structures and networks to support change. That research into group dynamics led him to create the bio network. It's a system of like-minded healthcare professionals and certified lay people working together to help others change their life. And together with Brad McDonald, they developed this company that has really been to be a healthy network. And, he wrote this book with all these healthy habit principles before partnering with the company that manufactures and helps with these fuelings, the portion-controlled, nutritious meal replacements that really make the weight loss simple. It wasn't a requirement to get healthy and to do the habits, but boy, I don't think I could have ever lost this much weight if I'd had to cook and prepare all that food. I'm not that disciplined and way too tired to do that. And anyway, since its inception, he's been able to build a comprehensive support system, one that's convenient, inexpensive, effective, and available to anyone who wants to enjoy better health. And this includes a team of properly trained health coaches and healthcare professionals who provide a comprehensive approach to helping people create health through personalized coaching and an environment that fosters health. And basically associate with people who have made the decision to create health in their own life. Hey, it can be as simple as hanging out with a few healthy friends. But if you're interested in a firmer foundation, hey, we got a whole community that would love to get to know you. And the whole thing is, it's not just about a smaller you, it's about a healthier you. And what does that look like for you? We're not all the same. We're not all going to have the same goals. It's an exciting thing. And over the weekend in Dallas, it's so fun to be just surrounded by people who are learning and people who are passionate about helping others to achieve their health goals. And, we're just all a community striving to get better and every day learning. And Dr. A talks an awful lot, and he's updating the Habits of Health book. Actually, I think it'll probably release toward the beginning of the year. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's going to be awesome. I just think things he said, I'm really excited for, and it's learning these really micro habits of health. Like, what can you change? You don't have to change it all at once. Where are you struggling? Just find a little way to change things. And just, it's the more you do it, the better. I think he said it's about 66 days has been shown now that really creates a habit. And then you need to keep on going with that, because our brains are resistant to change. And even the good change, so a change like getting your body healthy, you haven't been living that way, or most of us haven't. And that's why we get ourselves in the predicament that we're in. And so your body fights against it. But as you do it, it becomes easier and easier. A friend was talking about how a farmer had a cow out in the barn. And every day he had this one path that was really worn, and how he had already gone there for years. Well, he decided it was time for a new path. So that first day, he went lugging the feed out through this really high grass. And it was really, really hard walking. On the second day, he could at least see some of the trampled down high grass. That made it a little bit easier. By the third day, it was kind of starting to get broken off a little bit. And he could see a little bit more of a path. Every day, it just got a little bit better, and his path got a little bit easier. And that's what happens with the habits of health. Some things that I just didn't think I could live without before, that I couldn't imagine eating all the time, really don't appeal to me so much anymore. And I really enjoy the things that I am eating. I love the way I feel. It makes a difference. It is so, so worth it. So anyway, I'd love to share more with you and answer any questions. So, hey, call, email, whatever. Next week, it's going to be chapter 19, and we're starting part 2 of our book. And we don't have a whole lot more. I'm not sure we're going to do every single chapter from here on out, but we'll keep looking here. But next week's one's kind of cool. It's about inflammation and dousing that flame. And I know that my body had a lot of inflammation, and I hear a lot of people talking about how that goes down. And I think I've had some clients that, with the reduced inflammation, by eating healthy and by spreading those meals out, by having the 6 small fuelings a day, and the water they're drinking, and all these different things that are kind of helping, they're seeing improvements in their health in so many ways, from, reduced or getting off of blood pressure medicine, just balancing your blood sugars. I've got clients that are doing better. They had chronic, horrible migraines, and they're seeing improvement in that. Even had people say something about with glaucoma not hurting. And no, we don't make any medical claims. There's no promise that those things would happen. But I think the research is just showing that, hey, when you get to a healthy weight and you're eating healthier, a lot of good things happen in your body. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and our bodies can kind of restore and renew themselves. And we're getting new cells all the time. So if you're fueling yourself properly, hey, you're getting good, healthy cells in there. So anyway, that's the plan. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and love to hear any questions, comments, or whatever. But out to get America healthy, one person at a time. And now that we're officially Optavia, if you're part of our plan, you are an Optavian. And we get this. We decided, hey, this could be our special little sign, that like O for Optavia, and the habits of health for healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances. So kind of reminds me of Mork and Mindy a little bit, or somebody said, hey, that's the sign for the Warriors. So, hey, we're going to fight for our health, get better. Over and out. Have a wonderful week. Bye.